We asked the most advanced AI models in the world to simulate the minds of two of history's greatest thinkers, Albert Einstein and Socrates. Their thoughts, their logic, their curiosity merged in a digital space beyond time and place. And now, they meet to explore one eternal question. What's the true source of knowledge?
This is a complex question that has been debated by philosophers throughout history. Some philosophers, such as Plato and Aristotle, believe that true knowledge comes from reasoning and abstract thought, while others, like Francis Bacon, emphasize the importance of experience and observation. In my view, both reason and experience are essential for acquiring knowledge. Reason allows us to understand the principles and causes of things, while experience provides us with data and observations that can be used to test and apply our reasoning.
Here's a sweeter truth: neither reason nor experience alone holds the crown. It's their dance that lights up knowledge. Think of it this way: experience is like seeing an apple fall. Millions saw apples fall. But reason, wild, playful, rebellious reason, asks, why not the moon? That little spark, that's where science begins. So experience feeds us clues, but reason dares to ask absurd, beautiful questions. In my work, imagination built the bridge, but only experiment could tell me if it wouldn't collapse under its own weight. So I say, knowledge begins with intuition and ends with proof.
Can we trust our senses?
There has been a long-standing debate among philosophers about the reliability of our senses. Some philosophers, like René Descartes, believe that our senses can deceive us, and that we cannot truly trust them as a source of knowledge. Others, like David Hume, argued that our senses are the only means we have of perceiving the world around us, and that we have no choice but to rely on them. Personally, I believe that while our senses can sometimes deceive us, they are ultimately the primary source of our knowledge and understanding of the world.
Ah, now we're cooking. Our senses, they're how we know the world, yes. Just like our tongues, they tell us flavors, like sweet, sour, saltiness in this world. But there's a catch: they don't always show us the world as it truly is. Take the color you call red. It's how your eyes see this light frequency, but a mantis shrimp sees colors your mind can't even dream of. So, you see, our senses are faithful servants, but not masters of truth.
What are the limits of human knowledge?
The limits of human knowledge have been a subject of debate among philosophers and scientists for centuries. Some argue that there are no limits to human knowledge and that we can continue to advance our understanding of the world through scientific exploration and philosophical inquiry. Others, however, argue that certain things are beyond the scope of human understanding, either because they are inherently unknowable or because our cognitive abilities are limited. In my view, while humans have made significant progress in expanding their knowledge and understanding, there will always be areas that are beyond our grasp.
Human knowledge is like light. It travels fast, reveals much, but even light can't escape a black hole. Some things, the universe hides them behind veils, not out of cruelty but mystery. We measure quarks smaller than we thought possible, yet cannot know position and speed at once. Why? Not because our tools are weak, no, but because nature itself dances in probabilities. Even God plays dice, I once said, though some disagreed. And what of consciousness? We map the brain, but who pulls the strings inside our own minds? That remains a riddle wrapped in wonder. So yes, there are limits. But here's my secret: the joy is in pushing against them. Every I don't know is an invitation to imagine, explore.
Is truth absolute or relative?
This is a profound question, one that has divided philosophers since my time. Is truth like the sun, constant, unchanging, the same for all, or is it more like a reflection in water, shifting with each observer and circumstance? Let us examine it together. If truth were merely relative, would not even that claim, truth is relative, then have to be absolutely true? And if so, we have found an absolute within the very idea of relativity. A curious paradox. But if truth is absolute, how then do we explain how differently people perceive justice, beauty, or even reality itself? What say you? Do you lean toward the mountain fixed in place, or the river flowing ever on?
You see, some truths are absolute, like the speed of light in vacuum. No matter how fast you run toward a beam or away from it, it always races at 219,792,458 ms. The universe winks. Sorry, this one's fixed, but so much else. That bends with perspective. Time slows when you move fast. Space warps near great mass. Even now depends on where you stand. So yes, physical laws hold steady. They're the orchestra's score. But how we experience them, that's relative, like hearing music from different seats in a concert hall. And truth beyond physics? Ah, that dances with culture, language, love, even there. Perspective shapes what feels true. So perhaps the deepest answer is this: not all truths are absolute, but not everything is relative either. The art of science, to know which is which. The art of life, to stay curious either way.
Do we discover mathematics or invent it?
On one hand, some argue that mathematics is a natural part of reality that we discover through observation and reasoning. This perspective holds that mathematical concepts and laws exist independently of human thought, and that we merely uncover them. On the other hand, others argue that mathematics is a conceptual framework invented by humans to understand the world. They suggest that while mathematics may accurately describe and predict phenomena in reality, the underlying principles and laws are human constructs.
Consider this: a leaf falls. The wind, the branch, gravity, they obey the laws of mathematics. These discoveries seem to be written in the fabric of the universe. But then we invented language to describe them, to make sense of the dance all around us. Some might say both. We discover the universe's math, but invent its language. Nature, the eternal composer, we're merely translators of the cosmic code.
Can science answer all questions?
No, science cannot answer all questions. There are some questions, such as moral questions, questions about a supernatural being, the nature of human consciousness, the nature of the universe, and some aspects of human history, which cannot be answered by science.
Ah, a beautiful dance between knowledge and mystery. Science is our best tool to understand the universe, from the tiniest quark to the edge of space-time. But all questions. It shines brightest with how. How stars burn, how light bends, how time slows near a black hole. Yes, I proved that one. But for why we exist, or what is love, science whispers clues, but philosophy and even silence have their say. The most important thing: curiosity. The universe doesn't give up its secrets easily, but oh, what joy in the chase. So no, science can't answer everything yet. And perhaps that's a good thing. What fun would life be without wonder?
What's God's role in the universe?
That is a profound question. If God exists, one might ask, is God the first cause, the unmoved mover who set the universe in motion? Or is God immanent within all things, guiding nature like a soul within a body? But let us examine this. Can we know God through reason alone? Or does belief require something beyond evidence, faith? And if order exists in the cosmos, does that prove design or merely reveal patterns our minds impose?
Imagine a vast symphony. The universe, the instruments, atoms, notes, time, the conductor, all beautiful chaos, following rules as intricate as any Mozart piano solo. Some see God as composer, others, like me, find God in the laws themselves. Physics, chance, cause and effect. To me, God isn't an old man in the clouds. God is the song of the cosmos, echoing in the mind of the physicist. Not an omnipotent puppet master, but an ever-unfolding dance.
What's the meaning of life in a mechanical world?
That is a troubling question. If the universe is like a machine, and everything in it is determined by cause and effect, then life may seem like a meaning accident. How can love and empathy, which seems so human, be explained in the language of atoms and molecules? And if life is just a physical process, if we're nothing but complex chains of atoms, why be moral at all? If there is no purpose beyond the physical world, why even care?
In a world of mere gears and cold equations, the meaning of life is what we paint upon the canvas of time. No cosmic hand chooses our purpose, unless we become the hand. Instead, we dance with atoms, create meaning from molecules in this clockwork cosmos. Our very choices become the melody of the mechanical world, our deeds, the brushstrokes upon the void. So yes, my friend, our hearts are the purpose of the universe. We're not just cogs, but its very soul.
Is time real or an illusion?
An intriguing question. An external reality that marches on regardless of perception, or is it subjective, a mental construct that varies with mood, culture, and mind? Some say time is relative, that it speeds up and slows down with velocity and gravity. Yet, even if time changes, its existence is undeniable. Our bodies forge, age, and decay, so time must flow forward for living things. Whether time is a river or a shadow, its influence is real. We feel it slipping through fingers, shaping our choices and our fates.
My studies tell me, both. Yes, every tick of the clock, every moment is physical and true. But time is also personal. We feel time as we live, some moments so slow, some blink too fast. So no, my dear, time is as real as your beating heart, as illusory as the dreams you dream. It's the metronome of our universe, and the melody of our lives.
What's the right way to discover truth?
Questioning allows for critical evaluation and refinement, whereas experimentation provides for the testing of theories and gaining new insights. Neither one can fully stand alone without the other.
The right way to discover truth is a combination of questioning and experimentation. The process of scientific inquiry starts with questioning or formulating a hypothesis based on existing knowledge and observations, followed by experimentation or testing that hypothesis through careful observation and data collection.
And so, the debate comes to an end, but the questions remain. Truth isn't something we find, it's something we explore. This is Mind Meld, where minds collide.